Hi and welcome back to the channel. And I'm down in our root cellar today with my dog Molly, who's just investigating everything and wanting to eat my cabbage. She doesn't eat snacks or anything, she wants to eat the cabbage. She's a very healthy dog. But we're down in the root cellar today and I wanted to grab some of my homemade raw apple cider vinegar because I have some amazing things that I want to show you that I use almost every day. I use my apple cider vinegar with, and then you can use too. And if you don't make it yourself, you know, you can just get it at the store. So come on up, I have lots to show you. Come on, Molly. That's what happens when you eat your cabbage. As you can see now, voila, I'm in the log cabin. So if you guys are new around here, my husband and I live off-grid in this cabin that we built from wood from the forest. We've been here about 12 years. We don't have any public utilities. And I cook on this wood-burning cook stove, and we live off 100% off of rainwater catchment. Welcome if you guys are first time here. I want to talk to you about something called apple cider vinegar, raw apple cider vinegar. And I have really been noticing over the past, year or two especially, people are wanting to make a lot more healthier choices to take charge of what they're putting in their body and what they're using on their skin. So I wanted to bring you along. So come on over and let's get ready and learn some cool things to use that apple cider vinegar for. Basically, apple cider vinegar is just fermented apples. So you're going to mix a little water with your apples, and then it's going to ferment, and it turns into ferment, and then you let it set a little bit longer, basically, and then you're going to have it turn into vinegar. So there's filtered and unfiltered. And basically, the unfiltered, which is the raw apple cider vinegar, is going to have, you can see the sediment, and it is very cloudy. It's not clear at all. So everything is kept in here, and generally, most of these that you get that are raw apple cider vinegar are going to be unpasteurized. So remember, if it's pasteurized, they're going to use heat. So those heat destroys a lot of the enzymes from it. So I want it in its rawest, purest form because I want to get all the wonderful health benefits out of it. Okay, now the other one, which would be filtered, kind of hard to tell. This is clear, there's no sediments. And generally, apple cider vinegar that you get, that's the filtered kind like this, is going to probably be pasteurized also. Now there are uses for this, and I use this as a cleaner for my vegetables. Like here's some little cherry tomatoes. I might just put a little splash of the apple cider vinegar, fill it up with water, and I'm just going to let it set and then rinse it off, and then I have my vegetables. Because they sell that stuff, it's expensive in the store, and you can buy this so cheaply. Now I make my own. There's many brands. This bottle is so old, I just reuse it. I keep pouring my apple cider vinegar in these bottles. So many different brands. You have to find the one that you like the way it tastes. For our first recipe I'm going to show you is a salad dressing. If you guys are not making your own salad dressing, you need to be. That's probably one of the best things you could do for your health. So what we're going to do is get a jar, and it's so simple. 2 parts olive oil, extra virgin olive oil. 1 part raw apple cider vinegar. 1 part raw honey. All you do, put your lid on it, shake it up, and you have the best tasting salad dressing that you guys can make. Your salad dressings you buy in the store, those oils are rancid. They're vegetable oils. There's canola oil. A lot of them are genetically modified. It's probably one of the worst things you could do for your health, and you think you're doing something good. And a lot of them will put high fructose corn syrup in them. I have a natural sugar in this one. I have raw apple cider vinegar where I'm getting all the wonderful nutrients and benefits. And then I have my extra virgin olive oil, which is just a wonderful healthy fat for you. And so by putting those 3 together, it makes a wonderful concoction, and I use it every single day on my salad. And then I have to label everything, so then I just put what it is on top. Stacy's honey salad dressing. So if my husband needs to get out of the refrigerator, he knows. Now I know in this day and age a lot of people suffer from acid reflux. They might have digestive problems. Maybe you're nauseous. upset stomach, it's because your stomach acid is very weak. I know for me personally, if you feel like you ate something and you're like, ooh, I don't know. So this is a simple way to add help to your digestive process. You just need to put a couple teaspoons, some water, and then 15 to 20 minutes before you eat a meal, you're gonna drink it. So what's gonna happen is when you drink this, it goes down into your stomach, it'll help with your digestive process. A lot of people will drink tons and tons of water when you are eating. If I drink my water before I eat, okay, it gives it time to kind of go through, but what happens is if you're drinking so much water with your meal, you're diluting all that stomach acid, and you don't want to do that because when you dilute the stomach acid, that's what you need to help break down the foods properly. Give it a try and see if it does help with your digestion. Now my next use for the apple cider vinegar is to get rid of certain pests. So living here, you know, on our farm like we do, and we have a garden, especially in the summer, I have a lot of those little gnats that fly around. But I also have them in the winter because I make kombucha all year round. So I want to show you something. Come on over here. So did you see those cute little gnats? So I do have gnats here. So I know a lot of you may already know to put some apple cider vinegar, you know, you can put a little dish soap or whatever in it in a bowl. It really works, but I want to show you what else I got. See how many I've caught? I just put that out a little while ago and look how many came in there. So for years I was doing that and I would knock it over, you know, it would just make a mess sometimes. And then I get all my fermenting tops and lids from mason tops. And they came up with this like little lid that fits on mason jars. And so I love these. They come in a little pack of 4 and you can I just put them wherever, like in the outside kitchen in here, and they just trap them. I just put my apple cider vinegar in there and I let it go, and then I don't really have to worry about gnats. And you know what? Go to offgridwithdougandstacy.com and go to the shop tab and you can find all our products that we use around here and get a discount. Now this next use for the apple cider vinegar is something that I've been doing for many years, and I have noticed a wonderful change in my hair. I went to the no poo route where I have used all natural shampoo, and then my conditioner, I started using the raw apple cider vinegar because it helps to neutralize the pH. It's good to help take out any maybe buildup you might get from the hair products that you're using. And you think, oh my gosh, it's gonna strip my hair. It does not. It makes your hair feel so smooth and soft, and it's wonderful. So I'm gonna show you how I do it. It's really simple. You can use a plastic bottle. I just use my old kombucha bottles. And all I do is I put a little bit at the bottom. Now here's where everyone will be different. So I don't know, I have about this much in here. How much would it be? Like 1/10 of the apple cider vinegar in there. Some people might need less, some people might want a little bit more. You're gonna have to try and see how it works on your hair. But you don't wanna do pure vinegar because it will make your hair feel weird. And then I'm gonna go ahead and put some water in there, and I fill it to the top. And then I'm gonna put some essential oils because that'll help it smell good. There's 3 of them that I vary and I use. I really like the rosemary. So the rosemary essential oils, you can a few drops. And what rosemary is good is to help your hair stay thick and also help grow hair. So you're gonna put, you know, I put maybe about 8-10 drops or so in there. And then I'll just shake it up, okay? Now on another day, maybe I want lavender because I want the smell. It's very soothing. Maybe I'm taking a shower before bed. I'm gonna put that in there. I'll put my few drops of that in there too. Today we're gonna get a triple dose of essential oils. And the lavender is also good to promote hair growth. And another one you might wanna use, this is peppermint oil because you're gonna get that cooling feel, especially in your scalp. And what it's good is to help with the circulation. So if your hair is thinning, this might be something you might want to try. So you might want to put a few drops of that in there too. I usually do 1 at a time. So once you put it on your hair after you shampooed it, I leave it on, and then I'm going to massage through my scalp really good, run it through, and I leave it on a minute or 2, and then I'll go ahead and rinse it out in the shower. And then when you get done, it combs. You don't have to put any conditioner on or anything. It'll just comb right through. It works out great. All right, guys, thanks for sticking with me. This last one, you won't be disappointed. And the last one we're gonna do is fire cider. Generally, a lot of people are using it for their immune system, or maybe if they're not feeling well, they might do a shot here or there. And the cool thing about it is it's going to be loaded with all the different things that I grow here in the garden too. But I want to make it where it tastes good. Because I've done fire ciders where I'm just throwing everything but the kitchen sink in them. And then they really don't taste that great. Because I can use this in my salad dressings. Or even if I'm going to just do it as a shot, it'll taste halfway decent. I've seen them for $5 at the grocery store. You know, a little bitty thing. I'm gonna make a big old jar of this and it's gonna last me a long time. As you know, something might happen and you might not be able to get to the store. So always be prepared. So let me show you how to do it. The first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna get all these sulfur-rich plants like our onions, garlic. I used a whole garlic bulb and I used 2 small onions or 1 large onion, whatever you got. So we have our onions, we have our whole garlic bulb. Then I have some ginger. I had a nice piece of ginger like this, and I went ahead and I zested it a little bit, and then I also cut it up in chunks. And then I zested a whole lemon, and then I'm gonna put the juice of a lemon in it too. And it's called fire cider because it is a little hot and spicy. So these are all a lot of my peppers, my chili peppers that I grew this summer. But you could get some organic cayenne pepper powder at the store. You can use turmeric powder. You can use ginger powder. Just make sure they're organic. You can add a lot of other things to it. I know people add horseradish. It just depends on what you have. Quite a few years ago, I started putting holy basil in my fire ciders, and I love the flavor of it. So I always try to do holy basil. The last fire cider that I did, I used fresh holy basil, and this one I'm going to do my dried holy basil, and that'll work. You could do dried or fresh. And then also I have my lemon balm. So that's the thing is these recipes, you guys can kind of do what you have. All right, let's get started. Put my funnel on, just put my garlic and my onion peels. Put my onions in there, put my garlic in there, put my zested ginger and my ginger pieces in there, my lemon zest. I'm gonna squirt my lemons in there. And if I get seeds in it, it's okay, because we are going to strain it out. And then of course we want to get that fire in it for the fire cider. I'm going to put some red pepper flakes in there. There's my holy basil. And some lemon balm. Make sure I got all of my lemon juice out. All right. So now I have all my health promoting things in my jar, and I'm gonna go ahead and pour my raw apple cider vinegar over it, just like that. And I always just use this jar and I refill it, so I'll refill it later. I'm gonna put the rest of it in there. Doesn't it look yummy? So this is vinegar. It's very corrosive, so I'm gonna put a piece of parchment here over it. Put my lid on good. Gonna shake it up. And I'm just gonna stick this back in the pantry and I'm gonna let it set about a month, 3-4 weeks. And then after that time, it's gonna absorb all those great things that I put in it, the onions and the garlic and the lemon, and then I'm gonna strain it. Once it's strained, you're going to add your raw honey to it, to your taste. Whenever you're feeling, maybe you feel like you're not feeling well, or you just want to pick me up, because this has got probiotics in it because you're using the raw apple cider vinegar and you're getting the benefits of everything else. So basically this is also like a vitamin pill. So this would be something that you can just do your little daily shot. You can mix it in a little water and take it that way, or like I might add this to my salad dressing. So instead of, we made a dressing earlier, here's my salad dressing. So maybe the next time I would do my 2 parts of my olive oil, then I can do my 1 part of my fire cider, and then I can do 1 part of the honey. So there's lots of ways you guys can use this. But fire cider's good, 4 weeks. When it's done, strain it out and you'll have fire cider when you need it. So I hope you guys are wanting to try some of these, or maybe you have tried some of these, or some other ideas that you use your apple cider vinegar for. I would love to hear from you. Other than that, you guys have a perfectly awesome day, and I will see you later.